we continue focusing on all things World Environment Day. And of course, right now I'm joined by Mr. Haggai Nyambe, who is Monitoring and Evaluation Specialist from Center for Environment Justice. Thank you so much, Mr. Nyambe, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Happy Environment Day.
Please, happy Environment Day to you, and happy Environment Day to the country and to the world.
All right.
It's a very important day for us as CEJ. Yes.
Okay.
So good morning, everyone.
All right. Now, let's first understand your organization's focus, Center for Environment Justice.
Thank you very much. I will just give a brief background of CEJ. CEJ, which is Center for Environment Justice, was established in 2010. So this year we are actually clocking 15 years in existence. It started as a youth organization called Youth Image Solutions. Then later on we transformed it to the Center for Environment Justice. The organization focus is around 6 thematic areas. So we have extractive industry, then we have climate change, environmental protection, which is one of our key areas, then water security, agriculture and livelihood support, then sustainable energy. So these are the areas that CEJ work around. We have projects that are running around the country in different places and different districts. Currently, we are operating in 7 of the 10 districts, and at least in 1 or 2 districts of the provinces, let me say, and at least 1 or 2 districts in each of these provinces where we are operating from. We have projects that are focusing on disability inclusion in climate actions, where we want the disabled to also be involved, their voice to be heard. And there is such a project we are actually getting support from our partner WWF. Then we have also projects that are running that are focusing on strengthening the voices of the civil society organizations in climate action, which is being supported by the United Nations Development, United Nations Democracy Fund. Okay.
Now, yes. I'll cut you short so that we can quickly incorporate as many questions as possible.
Yeah.
But today's, the World Environment Day's commemoration, the theme is accelerating land restoration for drought resilience in Zambia. How do you interpret this theme as CEJ?
Thank you very much. It's actually a very important theme for us, and seeing what the country has gone through this year, especially in terms of drought. Yes. This is a very important theme for us. When we talk about accelerating land restoration, for us as CEJ, this is quite important. And when you look at the issues of how the land has been degraded, we really need the land to be restored, and this is why as CEJ we are busy advocating for forest, the end to issues like forest fires with the traditional leaders, and also the tree planting exercises they need to be annually done, not on just days like when we are commemorating such a day. We expect the issues of environment and land restoration to be an issue that everyone will take as a personal issue. It has to be a responsibility of everyone to restore the land that has been degraded right now, because the effect of the land that is bare right now, we are feeling it. These effects of drought, we are feeling them, all of us. They are not being selective. So even as we start thinking of restoring this land, it should be a responsibility of everyone. When we talk about the issues of desertification, I think you agree with me that we have a lot of, cutting of trees that is going on in this country, both those that are dealing in timber and also those that are dealing in charcoal. Unfortunately, you can go just here nearby Chirundu. It's very unfortunate that the charcoal that is actually being supplied to Zimbabwe is coming from Zambia, because in Zimbabwe they banned charcoal, and now Zambians are the ones that are supplying charcoal. But look at how the land looks in Chirundu. Compare it to just a few meters in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe looks green. In Chirundu, Zambia, it looks very bare. So we need to start looking at alternatives of how to stop issues of charcoal burning, and also the cutting of trees, which I mean, we know people need timber, but I think we need restricted ways of how to preserve our nature.
Is one of your focus in any way linked to propagating for alternative livelihoods for people, especially that are making an income out of environmentally degrading activities such as charcoal and timber?
Yes, CEJ, one of our focus area is livelihood support.
Okay.
And under livelihood support, we have actually been supporting women groups in Esnazongwe, in Serenje, and now we are also going to other districts this year, where we train them on savings schemes and village banking. Then we support them with seed money to start their businesses. So right now we have supported 8 groups in Sinazongwe, and this month we are actually giving other 8 groups an amount of 10,000 per group, and they use that money. It's actually a revolving fund. They use it, they pay it back, and it doesn't come back to CEJ, it actually goes back to the other groups within the community. So far about 8 have been. So we are trying to see what alternatives the community can take up just to swerve them away from illicit cutting of trees and also the charcoal burning.
Yes. Now, what are you doing to ensure that there's a mindset shift from the business as usual approach to how we take care of our environment generally among Zambians, especially those in rural communities that you're actively engaged with?
Thank you very much. So we've been having quite a number of engagements with the community. We actually don't just go there and start giving them this support. We first have these engagements like the trainings, the workshop on alternative livelihood and why they should shift from...
You actually have trainings?
Yes. So we have trainings with them, and our savings concept has got an arm that specifically looks at issues to do with entrepreneurship and business development, because we realize that as they are starting these savings, they tend to grow their funds, and at the end of the day, if they don't have the business mind, they will not be able to borrow that money and utilize it. So we train them in entrepreneurship programs, and we have community social auditors that mentor them in their business every time, so that they focus on that business other than doing something that will bring injustice to the environment.
All right. Mr. Nyambe, I'd like to thank you so much for joining us on Morning Live. Time is very brief.
Thank you very much.
Just when you're getting charged, we have to let you go. But wish you all the best, and we hope to see you at the commemoration later this morning.
Please, thank you very much, and we will be commemorating actually in Snazongwe and also in Chirundu. We supported the 2 councils to commemorate the day.
Environment Day.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right. This is Morning Live. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back.